Hey everyone, very exciting video for you today. We are going to introduce you to one of the newest members of the Hub in Fresno. As you know, the Hub is a building in Fresno that I've created for you, for investors, for the community, and for small, like-minded individuals to work together and help and profit together. So let's welcome Cameron Russo to the show. How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
Hey, man. Thank you for joining. Thanks for doing this. I look forward to doing a series with you here, but let's introduce the audience to who is Cameron.
Okay, I'm Cameron. I'm a real estate agent for eXp Realty. I believe, not to plug eXp, but I believe I found the promised land when it comes to brokerages.
Yeah.
I have a wife and two small children, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And, you know, the whole thing about eXp is, you know, it's a virtual office, but I need office space because I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So,
yeah, that's kind of loud.
Right? So I managed to find my way through different circumstances to you and the Hub, and it's been a great month. I can't be more grateful to be here. I am a full-time realtor now. By trade, I was an accountant. I had my degree in accounting, had been an accountant in the public sector for a number of years, and circumstances changed again, and I went full-time. I've been a part-time agent since 17.
Okay.
And, you know, part-time, I was closing 8 to 10 transactions a year. It felt good, you know, felt proud of that as a part-time agent. But I went full-time. I went all the way in December. Didn't have any leads going at the time, and business is ramping up. I'm really excited.
Well, I got to tell you, I am so thrilled to have you at the office, right? You're sitting in office B as in boy. See the red background there. I have been looking since I opened the Hub a year ago to have a full-time agent in the office, licensed agent, right? I had other agents join, but for whatever reason, they had other office space. So I think finding an eXp agent virtual office is going to be a home run because you're going to be at the office, you know, 3, 4, 5 days a week. What's important for me is my community, which is growing one rental at a time, can reach out to you and schedule time, right? Because the last thing I can do, especially in this health crisis, is go to Fresno every time somebody asks. Cool. That's why having an agent there. So we'll do this again at the end, but how can people get a hold of you if they want to look at real estate, talk Fresno? How should they get a hold of you? Email, phone?
I'm easy to find on social media. I think every agent should be easy to find on social media. If you just look for Cameron Russo Realtor, I'm sure my Facebook page will pop up, my personal page, also on Instagram. But my phone number is, I don't know if you can put this in the notes somewhere,
sure.
559-394-0742. I answer every text, I answer every call. And if I don't answer, I call right back. So that's the best way to get a hold of me.
You know what, folks? I'm going to test him. Let's have some fun with Cameron today, right? He's the newest member of the Hub. He's in the family. He's there for all of us. But you know what? He just gave us our phone number. I want you to stop this video right now and text him. Even if you just say hi. It's 559-394-0742. Let's see how many people can text him, and maybe he'll blow me up later in the day going, oh my God, 50 people reached out to me. So let's see what happens. So again, this will be posted probably by noon my time. So I'm hoping he calls me at 4 or 5 o'clock saying, wow, 50 of your people texted me. Again, stop the video. His phone number is 559-394-0742. Text him, say what's up. If you have a real estate question, ask him. All right, see, we're going to have some fun together. All right, man. So full-time agent, Fresno, it's a great time. You know, I watch my market. I watch Fresno every day. I've been doing it 20 years. You know, the list inventory is a problem today.
Yeah.
Inventory is a problem. And inventory is a problem for a couple of different reasons. First off, this channel is mainly for real estate investors, right? And what I teach them, what we talk about is know your market, look for return, and don't overpay. I think Fresno's like a lot of markets today where anything that is clean gets multiple offers.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that as well today?
Yeah, on my listings, I'm trying to price them reasonably, and I've been on my listings. I am getting multiple offers or amazing offers right away. Right. I had because once you get in Fresno, when you get into the $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 range, I mean, it's still hot, but I wasn't expecting. I had a listing right now. I mean, recently that was right around 550, right? Or it was a 535, and I thought it was aspirationally priced, is what I call it. And we got an offer over asking in 24 hours. And I took it right to the sellers, and I was like,
let's go.
you know, take it while you can, take it while it's hot. And they also put an expiration date anyhow. But I've had some lower end listings that I still felt were aspirationally priced, and offers just come flooding in well above asking, 105% of asking price.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like, you know, the appraisal will be an issue. Are you worried it's going to, you know,
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah. Again, Fresno is one of those markets where I think we are going to bifurcate, and it's going to be at the jumbo loan limit, right? I think jumbo for Fresno is like 437 or 435 or something like that. So yeah, those 550, 600, $750,000 homes might be a challenge, but anything below that, if it's clean, it's going. I mean, I still go back to a house a buddy of mine listed, a no nothing house for 199 that I thought was worth 170.
Mm-hmm.
It sold for 220. I'm like, what is going on? Right. So again, this is a hot market. And again, I think it's going to be this way for at least the next year. Real estate doesn't move.
Mm-hmm.
It moves in cycles. And right now, the only thing that fixes this is more supply. More supply.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And again, we may have some supply coming next year when forbearance and all these short sales are, but again, prices are going up so much. I don't even see us having short sales or REOs, because even if you only put 3% down, if the market goes up 10%, you have equity. So even if you don't have a job, you can sell your house quickly and exit with a couple of bucks in your pocket. So
yeah. I don't know. I mean, no one's ever able to predict the future, but I mean, some predict doom and gloom, and you know, and some, you know, in 2021, like I've heard the prediction, like there's going to be a crash. You're right. I feel like the only thing that will cause anything to change will be increased supply or interest rates going back up.
Yeah, I think you've nailed it, right? Because real estate investing, and I've talked about this forever, is all about affordability, right? And my number one competitor is the owner occupant, because they can overpay. They can pay $220 for something I think is worth $170, because they have the ridiculously low interest rates and low down payment, and all they're worried about is a monthly payment. So they can overpay, and that's where we are today. I've been in Fresno for 20 years.
Okay.
This is the most owner occupant dominant market I have ever seen. Even if you go back to 05, 06, which was kind of crazy hot, it was about 70-30, right? There were a lot of investors like me buying, but today it's got to be 90-10. It's got to be just owner occupants. And again, inventory is 30% where it should be. It's pretty crazy.
I think last week, I mean, there were in Fresno and Clovis combined, there were only 450 homes available for sale.
You have no idea how ridiculously low that is. 450 homes. I mean, that's like 12 days of inventory or something stupid. I mean, it's like nothing. And then if you bifurcate it at the jumbo loan limit, I bet you it's less than 200 homes non-jumbo.
Non-jumbo loan.
Yeah, it's a crazy market. So one of the things I know I want to do is get investors to call you, right? Again, let's text them 559-394-0742. How do you want to service investors? Obviously, meeting at the hub, seeing what they want.
Yeah.
But let's start getting your phone ring. There's got to be investors watching this that want to buy in Fresno. You know, what are some services you could offer them, and you know, how do you want to help them?
That's a good question. I've kind of started focusing on probate listings and helping people that are going through probate. Yep. I find that I can add a lot of value to executors and administrators of the states that especially aren't local.
Yep.
But as for adding value to investors, especially recent conversations I've had with guys in the hub, getting in touch, I'm kind of like using them for that, because you know, just like Chris, for instance, he just planted some seeds with me yesterday about offering the services of if something needs to be remodeled, like if they can put 10, 15 into a property to get an extra 20 to 30, you know, offer to manage that, offer the contractors, offer to handle it from front to back, and then charge a little more on the listing end, and that's where you get compensated. But what a valuable service.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not an investor buying anything
okay.
on the listing side, but anyhow, I'm kind of in that situation right now with one of my listings, and we're trying to work something out along those lines.
Yeah, again, being at the hub with all those entrepreneurial minds. And again, what I really like about it is I'm in the lucky position to be very selective, right? I get lots of people asking to join, and I'm like, you're kind of a selfish individual or you're too much about the money, you don't have that service mindset. You know, the people got to be like Chris Williams, right? Where they lean forward, they help first.
Yeah.
You know, Stratton and Adam and all those other guys that are in there.
So Mike, actually that's something I feel like I have in common with Chris,
Yeah.
because when I do take on clients, I am concerned with, I'm genuinely concerned with like what their best interest is, you know, and I enjoy serving people, right? Like I enjoy meeting them where they're at. I enjoy helping them in any way I can, you know, whether it be, I mean, on the probate side, you know, offering to manage a trash out company, getting stuff out. I don't know. It's just service. It's that service, like servant leadership. You know, I feel like I have that in common.
Yeah, I think so. So again, that's why you're there, because I could have said no very easily. One of the things that I know we can do, because again, people that are investors in Fresno are going to be like me. They're going to be there for a long time. So when people call you, I would start asking what areas they want to talk about, whether it's the tower or, you know, Mayfair or just the general areas, the zip codes, price points. A lot of people that follow me are going to be below 200K. That's the kind of stuff they're going to look for. One of the things I would tell you is I do have a fair number of people that follow this that would be cash buyers. So if you've come across properties that just won't go traditional routes, those are questions to ask. Yeah, I think there's a lot of service that you could bring in. Most importantly for me is I get to tell people, go see Cameron. He's at the hub. I don't know, 9 to 3 every day or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And,
I'm typically here 5 days a week, you know, Monday through Friday, definitely making my calls and doing my realtor thing, right? While taking in all the wholesale and flipping talk around me. So.
No, I want, it was always important for me to have a full-time agent that sits in the office. We've had a couple of agents that actually had your office. They paid rent, but were never there. I'm like, this is not what I asked for. I know we're giving you leads and your phone is ringing, but you're not helping the hub. I want to create a buzz where you're bringing clients and using the lobby and the parking lot's full. I mean, we can even do Saturday, you know, once this COVID thing is over, Saturday barbecues or Sunday barbecues to educate people. There's all kinds of things I want to do to give back. So be creative. Also, I market with the people at the hub. You can talk to Adam and Stratton and James, even Chris. You know, if you come up with a plan, like you wanted to do something for probate administrators, we can work on it together. I can fund 50% of the marketing, and all I ask for is first right of refusal. Right? So you still make your money. I just get to look at it first. It's kind of a fair deal, if you know what I mean. So lots and lots of stuff to do together. What else are you seeing in Fresno and Clovis, and, you know, Madera is another area I like.
What else are we seeing in Fresno, Clovis, and Madera? Not so much Madera, but Fresno and Clovis. You know, okay. So I'm seeing, you know, I have a couple of buyers right now that are in the 300 range, which is, you know, kind of first time home buyer, but a little over the 250, you know, in the mid 300s. And like you said, when they're ready to go, like when the homes are ready to go, they just fly off the market. So putting in competitive offers. First off, I recently got into contract. There were 7 offers on a Granville. It was built in 2011. It was a nice home, really nice, the Pasatiempo. And it was competitive. We had the listing side, they had 7 offers. We were one of 7. And a big part of it is being their agent, is staying on the listing agent. Not in like a harassing way, but a very serious, hey, how are things going? You know, when are we going to hear back? I'm still here. I got a really nice compliment from them. And either way, I wanted to tell you about the offer that we put in on them. I recommended, you know, it was a 2011 Granville. They might have a year left of the warranty. And I said, look, it looks in good shape. Let's just release the inspection contingency. And what else did we do?
Did you come in above asking?
Oh, we came only $2,000 above asking. Okay. And it was, so I was telling you, this offer was kind of cumbersome, right? It was contingent upon the sale of their home.
Oh, you had to daisy chain it.
Yeah, and we still got it accepted. However, what was the question again? You were asking, what am I seeing in Fresno? I'm seeing these multiple offer situations, very difficult to be competitive in them, right? So a big part of that is being a good agent, being kind and servant-hearted, and with that in mind, going after the listing agent.
Yeah.
Hey, we're serious. I know we can't beat an all-cash offer, but, you know, and just like showing that you're very collaborative, because while these positions are semi-adversarial, right? You know, because you're fighting for yours, they're fighting for theirs. It's like, dude, let's collaborate. You know, let's work together on this, you know, and that's what you're going to get from me. You know, whether or not we're as beautiful of an offer as you're looking at right now. I don't know. And I found that does win out. I have another buyer right now that I'm finding that you gotta make your amazing offers expire the next day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm finding, because you have to create urgency. Because if they list this beautiful home on Friday, the sellers want to sit and let it be listed for the weekend. That's their whole plan, right? But I want an answer tonight. Right. So I'm finding that I'm starting to put more expiration times on these offers, trying to create urgency. If the buyer has the cash on hand, I'm like, putting in other finance terms, will pay 5 to 10 above appraised value. Right. They're trying to make the appraisal not an issue while keeping the contingency in place.
Yeah.
Releasing inspection contingencies right out of the gate, just trying to make it as appealing as possible.
That's cool.
So that's my experience on the buying side right now. Yeah. It's competitive.
The market is, again, we talked about it earlier, 450 or 415, whatever it was, active listings, almost nothing below 200K. It's going to be this way for the next 6 months. So if you're an investor like I am outside of Fresno, you need to work with Cameron because he's going to be on top of it, set up the searches for you, create template offers, whatever it is. All of you need to communicate with him. Next time, Cameron, when we do this session, maybe next week, you could put together a little PowerPoint with some sample listings that are out there so that we can just talk shop and help people understand what's available in Fresno. Sound good?
Sounds good, man. Thanks so much for having me on.
Oh, this has been a blast, man. Thanks again and welcome to the Hub.
Right on. Thanks, Mike.